This shares frequent flyers that I've previously posted. That is, quotes not by Lewis that are frequently seen flying all over social media. Did C.S. Lewis really say, "Humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less"? There is no quotation more strongly defended as being by Lewis than this statement. Some places even tell you where to find it. However, no matter how much you enjoy this expression, and I certainly like it myself, you need to be humble enough to admit Lewis didn't write it when shown proof. The best proof we have is finding it in The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. In this book, there are no quotation marks around it and no reference. That's interesting because there are a lot of footnotes elsewhere in The Purpose-Driven Life, and Warren even refers to Lewis 7 times in other chapters. But he doesn't even mention Lewis in the chapter where this quote is found. Lewis does write about humility in Mere Christianity. However, instead of the words falsely attributed to him, he made statements like these. Did C.S. Lewis really say, "My prayer is that when I die, all of hell rejoices that I am out of the fight"? Lewis wrote about prayer various times, and he also dealt with hell in a variety of writings. However, notice the word rejoices in this quote. Would Lewis ever say hell rejoices? Back in early 2017, when I wrote about this expression, I was fortunate enough to discover a site that addressed it earlier. A missionary named Charles Thomas Studd is credited with writing the similar expression, "I pray that when I die, all of hell will rejoice that I am out of the fight." C.T. Studd was born in the UK, and he died in 1931. This quotation might remind you of a comparable Irish saying, "May you be in heaven a full half hour before the devil knows you're dead." Could it be the reason Lewis's name became associated with the variation by C.T. Studd was because Lewis was born in Ireland? Did C.S. Lewis really say, "You don't have a soul, you are a soul, you have a body"? This quotation raises a lot of red flags for some as they believe it advocates Gnosticism, a perspective that considers the body as evil. Regardless, there are 2 possible sources for this expression not found in the writings of C.S. Lewis. The first relates to George MacDonald's writings. An article from 2012 traced a version of this quote to an article from 1892, 6 years before Lewis was born. MacDonald was quoted saying, "Never tell a child, 'You have a soul.' Teach him you are a soul, you have a body." Additionally, one of his fictional books from 1867 has something similar. Finally, more recently, a novel by Walter M. Miller Jr. likewise contains comparable wording.